Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for what's coming in December 2020. So I just thought I'd show you a few of my little decorations as well. We've got here a Brussels, a Brussels sprout sitting in the crystal lotus, which I think is rather funny. We've also got here a Christmas tree, got a candy cane chilling out right at the top there. And then we've got here the piles as well. So if I just do this, you can see them. All right, this is a pick a card reading. As I mentioned, what's coming in December 2020. Just want to quickly do a little shout out to my Etsy store, because I have an Etsy store in case nobody knew. I make handmade items on there which are spiritual, and they have, essentially they are, oh my gosh, my Santa Claus fell over as well. Ta-da, I have that right chilling on the side here. So yeah, I have an intention store and I have handmade items which have intentions tied to them. So a lot of you have already seen results with these items. I have bracelets on there which are handmade and beaded. There's also the embroidered cards which you can put under your pillow, in your wallet or your purse. So I've got the health and happiness one which comes free when you purchase a certain amount. And then also just for December is also a limited edition protection card which you can put under your pillow, wallet and your purse, and that's also free with this card as well. So you basically get a double freebie if you purchase a certain amount, and the purchase amount is actually listed on my Etsy store. So you know, you get some free gifts with your orders at the same time, which is obviously great. Oh, by the way, these are completely hand embroidered as well. So I thought I would just mention those because, yeah, I love making items and sharing them with you guys, and obviously that is very much so a part of it. So yes, link to my Etsy store is down below. It's called Moonlight Tarot Store, and the review section is on there, international shipping, etc. And we've got here these four wonderful groups. So we got group 1 here with the bell, and also the 7 of Cups card. These are all like Christmassy themed cards, which is quite nice. It's, you know, holiday time. And then group 2 here with the Ace of Pentacles and the bauble. And then we've got here group 3 with the Chariot and the Christmas tree, and then we've got here the Wheel of Fortune with the Present as well. So whichever group you are most drawn to is going to be the one for you. So take a pick. Timestamps will be in the description box below, and we will get started and see what's happening for December. I'm quite excited to see. We're going to use tarot, oracle cards, and charms as well. Alright, so let me just move everything to the side. Oh, also, free reading giveaway, private paid reading information, all in the description box below as well. So, guys, definitely check everything out if you're interested. Alright, so I'm just going to move the groups to the side. And I'm going to leave the Christmas trees in the background as well. Alright, so group number 1, this is for December 2020. Let's see what's coming through. You have chosen this card, which is the 7 of Cups card, as you can see right here, and you've also chosen the bell as well. I feel like the bell is definitely going to have some nice significance to it. So let's see what's coming through with this card and what messages I can give to you, because when I was shuffling these cards, these are the 4 that actually just stood out in the groups, so I think it really means something. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to use, this is actually the winter weight deck, for those of you wondering. Thought it was very appropriate for this time. Okay, so we've got here 3 of Pentacles. I can't even get them. Okay, so you've got the 7 of Cups, which is essentially about a lot going on. So you may be quite busy, you might be trying to organise a lot of different things. You may be quite busy in terms of family-related activities or friendship-related activities. You might also just be really busy thinking about a million different things going on in your mind. So to me, the 7 of Cups here shows busyness. Could also be some of you being busy with your business. no pun intended, although that wasn't really a pun. But then you've also got here the Three of Pentacles, which shows teamwork and collaboration. So again, very, very busy, making things, coming up with ideas, being quite creative, family or friendship related activities. So that's the Three of Pentacles. We also have the Queen of Swords here as well. This is really about boundaries as well, and it's about making sure that you're not draining yourself, because I see that you will be super busy and that you won't have a lot of time for a lot of different things. The Queen of Swords is also really important because the Queen of Swords is very much so this energy about taking action. It is also about saying no when you really want to say no, and not just doing something because you feel like you have an obligation. Does that make sense? You know how sometimes people will want to do something because they won't want to upset someone, but then the thing is that other person wouldn't necessarily maybe do things for you when you would want them to be done, you know. So it's like other people will enforce their boundaries, but when it comes to you, they may expect you to just do whatever they please. And I think that one of the messages coming through here in December is that what's really coming is a very busy time for you, and during this very busy time, people may just expect you to do whatever they want. And I think that it's not necessarily the rightest thing, because the spirit guides here are saying, well, actually, you know, maybe if roles were reversed, they wouldn't be going to this extent. So protect yourself and protect your own energy, because the Five of Cups here shows this frustration where there's this perspective of you doing things for so many people and then them not necessarily being able to always return the favor. So protect yourself and you will feel so much better. And also, then nobody can really take advantage, can they? Right? So protect yourself in December, have those really strong boundaries, say no when you feel like saying no, and look after you. That's literally as simple as it can be, because, you know, the Eight of Swords here is about feeling so trapped or feeling pulled in so many different directions that you don't know what to do first. So that's what's also coming through there. You've also got the Nine of Swords as well. Some of you, you know, around the holidays time, people do get a little bit stressed and very worried, and some people do go through sort of hard times as well. And what I would say is that you can get through this, I believe. I see, because you're going to be quite busy, you'll have a lot of distractions and ways to move out of some of this sadness and stress. For some of you that have been going through hard relationships and difficult relationships, I would say now is a really great time to focus on all the beautiful things that you do have in life, and to not focus so much on somebody who is just driving you insane or not giving you what you want, or emotionally just really tearing you down, or just saying one thing and doing another. You know, you don't want that energy around, and that will also uplift you a lot more as well. Okay, that includes friendships as well, and family members of people that maybe are just saying one thing, doing another. Yeah, see, you also got the Five of Wands here. What's coming in December? A lot, okay? You're a lot of thoughts. As I mentioned here as well, you might just be thinking a lot of thoughts, overthinking. You might be busy doing a million different things all at once. It can be very overwhelming, not gonna lie at all, but that's what we have there. And then, whoa, got a lot of cards here. Should we take them all? Let's take them all. So you've also got here, some of you might be taking a little trip or a retreat, or again, there's energy here to do with friends and family members. So you may be going somewhere. I mean, I know that there's still the pandemic and everything, but I'm just saying, there's something there that could be to do with travelling or going somewhere. It could also just be like short distance or going for a drive and things like that, because, you know, Chariot is very much so that energy. You've got here the Hermit as well. The Hermit really shows, again, a lot of overthinking, a lot of wondering, pondering, contemplating, and trying to figure things out. You've got here the Knight of Pentacles, which also shows there could be a really beautiful gift in terms of career. So this could be a promotion, which could be really lovely. Could also be more money flowing in as well. Eight of Pentacles, lots of lovely hard work being put into things, which is obviously really lovely as well. So the Eight of Pentacles is a really strong energy of you working very hard and having a lot of things to do in December. So let's see what the Oracle card is showing us. Spirit is definitely saying that you're going to be quite busy and quite distracted and working super hard on the things that you've got going on for yourself. So that's really definitely coming through. And the other thing as well that's really coming through super, super strongly, especially with that Seven of Cups as well, is a really powerful energy of thinking, wondering, contemplating, and also perhaps people expecting a lot from you. I'll just say that it's not your responsibility always to provide when they always need that, because think about whether they would do that for you in return. I think that's really important to ask yourself. Also the same in relationships. You know, if someone is always wanting things on their own agenda, but the thing is, do they ever consider your agenda? That's really important to understand, because it's not nice, right? Say someone always wants you to do things a certain way and they're not considerate of the fact that they wouldn't do that also. I'm just trying to get this card out. Holding the horses here. Come on. Thank you. Okay, we've got here give love. Yeah, so this is really about spending time also with yourself, with friends or family. Obviously, we've got the pandemic, so do so responsibly, is what I would probably say. But, you know, this is also about giving love to yourself, looking after yourself, and just being there for yourself, enforcing boundaries. And also, what's really important here is being there for those that are there for you. There's a very mutual energy that I feel is very important for me to address, because one thing that's really coming through is that people may have a lot of expectations from you in December, and they may not always be able to, like I mentioned 100 times already, they may not be able to give to you when you also need it. Think about yourself being upset, you know, for example. Not saying that you will be, but there is a lot of overthinking here as well, and frustration at times. Think about being upset and then thinking like, okay, who's there for you when you're really upset? You know, are you there for everyone, but then nobody's there for you when you need that helping hand? Then you must enforce these boundaries and also give love to those that are always there for you. All right, that includes your spirit guides as well. They're always trying to help you, that they love you. That's really important to mention as well. Pets as well, very close friends or family members. Give love to those people, all right? I think that's the most important thing. Look, you got the moon smiling as well. It's really about your intuition as well, how to make people make you feel. Think about that very much so. So that's very important. And your love message here. I was going to do a charm reading too, so I'm just going to grab that in a second. Says here, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So, you know, this is really about keeping an open mind in all areas. This can also be keeping an open mind in terms of your career. You know, sometimes you think you really want something, but the universe has something even better waiting out there for you. I'll give you an example. I always thought I was going to be a fashion designer, and I even was. I really was. And I thought that was my dream. That was everything. And lo and behold, you know, here I am as a tarot reader. It's the best thing I've ever been able to do, and the universe just has ways of bringing us things and us experiencing certain things that maybe we thought we didn't even think of, but it happened. And the same goes with relationships as well. You might be thinking like, this is the person I want to be with, this is the person, this is the person. Can't, you know, imagine my life with someone else. But then lo and behold, you don't know what kind of a gem is around the corner. You really don't. You might be holding on to a pebble and there's a diamond around the corner. And that's the crazy thing about life, is that you sometimes you have this fixated view of what something should be, but actually there can be something so much better. And there was a post on Instagram I saw of like there was a picture of like God, and there was this girl holding this small little teddy bear, and she was like, you know, she didn't want to give up this small little teddy bear, but behind God's back was this bigger, more cuddlier teddy bear. But you know, sometimes we just want that small little teddy bear, or we would just want that, you know, we're very fixated on something. So December here is about really enforcing your boundaries, taking care of yourself, not being afraid to lose certain things in your life, because there's something so much better around the corner. Give love to the things and gratitude towards the things that you do have, and bigger things will be placed on your plate. That's something I just really want to mention here. I think that sometimes, you know, letting go of certain things can be a bitter medicine, but keep an open mind. I'm not saying that you have to get rid of certain people or anything like that. Keep an open mind, okay? Keep an open mind, even when you are so fixated on something as well. Obviously, if you're in a really loving relationship or a wonderful career, then, you know, give love to that and gratitude towards that. Keep it, you know, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let's see. Let me just grab these charms. Ah, God, it's like stuck on me. Okay, so you've got here time. Okay, be patient. What's meant for you is coming. December here is also showing that you'll feel like you're running out of time. Like you've got so much going on here that you'll feel like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to do a million different things at once. I did see some form of travel here. Could also be that maybe you're connecting with someone at a distance, but you have got the compass as well. You have got the chariot. You've also got the Knight of Pentacles. You've got some traveling cards. You might just be very, very busy running around like a headless chicken, trying to grab things. So that's something. We've also got here the seahorse, which is interesting because I feel like you're sort of going with the flow and things like that. There's also healing here as well, and really trying to connect to your inner self and have a lot of peace within yourself as well, which is definitely quite strong. We've also got the rose quartz crystal as well. This to me, it really represents healing. It represents listening to your intuition. That's what's going to make you feel really happy, because like I saw here with the moon as well, listen to your intuition. It's going to make you happy. You might again think that, no, my intuition is telling me I need this person or this job, and until I don't get that, I won't be happy. It's not true. It's really not true, because right, when you listen to your intuition, it's from a place of just feeling so calm. That's when you'll get the real answers in your mind as to truly what is right for you and truly what's best for you. Sometimes when you're in a state of anxiety or desperation, that's when you really want something, but it might not be exactly what you want. Do you get my gist? It's one of those things. So, you've also got here the black swan as well. Don't be afraid of being different. Try not to change yourself in December as well, to mold into someone else's expectations or idealizations, if that makes any sense. Like, be you, do you. I think that's the most important thing in the entire world. And then also we've got here, it takes a big heart to teach little minds. And you know what, that's so interesting, because again, you might be around people that are emotionally immature, and they just might not be on the sort of same level as you are, and you might be thinking to yourself, like, why doesn't this person just understand how much I'm giving them? Why doesn't this person respect me, value me, realize what a diamond they actually do have? And again, it takes a really big heart to teach little minds. And the thing is, you're not meant to be teaching all of these people exactly that, but you have a big heart, and I think that that's really quite significant, is that people learn what they want to learn, and ultimately you can't force them to learn anything. But this is what I'm seeing for December, which I think is really interesting. There's a lot of energy coming through where it's quite mixed, but you do have control over your energy and your emotions, which I think is very important as well. All right, so that is your reading, group number 1. So I'm just gonna put those charms back in there. Let's take away these cards. And since this is the top card, I'm actually going to leave it out of the deck, which I know is really bizarre, but that's how we're doing it, because this card was mainly just meant for group number 1. So let's go to group 2 now. Alright, so group number 2, this is your reading with me for December 2020. We're going to see what is coming your way. I feel like this group really goes very nicely with the Brussels sprout. Who likes Brussels sprouts? Hands up. So we've got here the Ace of Pentacles, which is your first card, and you've got this little bauble as well. Let's just put it next to the little bell. Okay, so I'm using the Winter Weight deck. Let's see what's coming through for your December. Also, we're going to do a charm reading as well, and using oracle cards too, so stay tuned for that, everybody. 10 of Swords. Okay, you're leaving something in the past here. Something is gono. What is gono? Let me know in the comment section below, because you're definitely done with something here. You're like, no, I'm not going to take this into the future. It's done. Maybe someone here left you, broke up with you, ghosted you, disappeared, or said, I don't want to talk to you, or there's something here which has really hurt you, but I also feel like you are saying to yourself, like, no, I don't deserve this. This is not what I want. People that leave you out in the cold, you're thinking to yourself, they don't deserve me. And I see here the Ace of Pentacles is that there's a new opportunity coming your way. So the more you accept this Ten of Swords, whatever it is, there's a beautiful opportunity, there's a sense of growth and optimism, sense of happiness, sense of joy, sense of stability. Yeah, see? Despite whatever this was with this Ten of Swords, right, you've got here this Seven of Wands, which shows that through the struggles and the obstacles you may be facing currently, you will move through that. And December here is bringing you a sense of, I will get through this, I will move through this. These obstacles and challenges, they will not stay there forever. I'm going to progress, I'm going to feel happiness, I'm going to feel joy. It's going to get better. It cannot get worse. You know what I mean? And then you've got here Magician, Mercury energy. This energy is really, truly all about, how do I explain this or express this? This energy is about joy, it's about communication, it's about staying open to the fruits of the universe or the fruits that the universe can bring you. It's also about not blaming yourself, and it's also about just staying open, having an open mind. All right, so whatever it was that hurt you here, it's about staying open and starting this new chapter, starting this new cycle, and just knowing that if something can happen, it can happen again, but in a better way. So say for example you lost someone in your life, or say for example someone walked away from you, or a friend betrayed you, or whatever it could be, or maybe you lost your career. A new cycle will open up and a new opportunity will come your way. Be patient and stay open. If you're close to it, then the universe isn't really going to find reasons to give it to you, right? Because you're not open to it. But if you are open to it, the universe will give a way for you to gain that opportunity. All right, you've got to stay open to it, and you've got to be very mindful of all of the tools that you have as well on your table and also in your mind as well. How open is your mind and your heart to this opportunity? So we've got new beginnings, okay, in December. Could be a new lover, could be a new date. Speaking of new date, you've got here the Knight of Wands, so communication, admiration, excitement, Four of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Page of Cups, cool. You see, it's pretty nice. Whatever it is that you're letting go of here is going to bring you so much more strength and so much more happiness. Remember, happiness is also a choice as well, and you can always choose to be happy. Sometimes, I mean, everybody goes through difficult moments really in life, but sometimes there comes that click eventually with time where there is this relief and there is this sense of like, okay, I've got this, like things can't get worse than this, or you just finally think like, okay, this is life, I'm good. So what I would say here is this Ace of Pentacles is showing you that an opportunity awaits so long as you are willing to bring it in, and then slowly but surely it will come in. You've got a lot of Pentacles here. It represents a lot of Capricorn season as well. Four of Pentacles shows you might be waiting for this opportunity to come in. Don't wait, continue to do you, continue to do all the things that are coming to you in December. So I see here you being quite busy. I see a lot of work related events as well, or educational related events. Now I know that people take holidays also around this time as well, so you might be spending time really trying to maybe redecorate or getting rid of certain items or clothing, or donating, giving away things perhaps as well, decluttering, and also kind of preparing your space for the incoming year as well, which of course would be 2021. So And to me, I feel like there's a lot of energy here of being very proactive and wanting a lot of things to sort of come together at the same time, and being actually quite patient, looking at the tools you have on your table, and letting things progress naturally. And that's what essentially is coming through here. The Page of Cups here also is such a powerful, powerful energy, which is very, very much so to do with progression and peace. It's also very much so to do with you feeling so much more happy and overjoyed about something as well. So it could be to do with like spending time with children or spending time with younger energies, but this Page of Cups here shows finding joy in little things. Really, it is. I think that's really beautiful, finding joy in little things and just enjoying the little things in life. That's what I see here. And also this Two of Pentacles as well is very, very much so about just enjoying your time and the things that you have got going on around you. The Knight of Pentacles also shows this energy of being patient and letting things naturally progress. Four of Pentacles as well is very much so an energy of just you kind of waiting and doing things as well, if that makes sense. But also the Four of Pentacles here is that you're trying very hard to sort of like hold on to as many coins as possible. I know that the holiday time tends to be quite expensive for a lot of people. Obviously, you have got the pandemic as well, but I just see here that you're trying to be as efficient with your spending as well in December. You're trying to really hold on to your coins as much as possible and not trying to overspend. And also the Ten of Cups here shows a sense of happiness and joy, and I feel like whatever it is here that happened with this Ten of Swords, in December itself you will start to feel a little bit more relief, and you will start to feel a little bit more like less burdened and a lot better, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's really interesting. December here is bringing you opportunities, it's bringing you a restart, refresh, rejuvenation, and also it's really up to you as to how you want to feel that. I see here creative energy. You might be painting, drawing, making different items, selling items online, for example. That could be quite crafty. You might be crafting or making cards or decorations and things like that. So that's what's coming through as well. Maybe decorating your space, which is quite lovely. So that's what we've got there. Let's see what the Oracle card has. So we've got here prosperity and abundance. So it's coming your way, okay? Look at this. It's so peaceful. It's very relaxing. December here is going to be a bit more relaxing. I mean, I do feel, again, there's quite a few people that tend to take holidays around this time, but regardless of that, you will find it to be quite relaxing in that sense as well. So there you go. There's that kind of spirit coming through there in terms of like the holiday spirit, whether you celebrate Christmas or not. That's kind of December energy that's coming through here, where you're going to be like, okay, well, on my table I have got some cake and I'm going to put my glass on it, and I've also got a cup, and I've got a pentacle, I've got a sword, and I've got a wand. So you've got a lot of things on your table, and these are really wonderful tools that help you moving forward as well. So prosperity and abundance is coming your way. It's only if you are, of course, open to it, because, this is also prosperity and abundance to so many people, but sometimes they're not really open to this. And also there's so many people in the world that actually can't do this. That's also kind of crazy when we think about it. Such simple things that we take for granted. There's so many people out there where that's actually their dream. And so I think here also having gratitude will bring more things to your table as well. Let's see what your love message is, and then we'll do the charms. We've got a lot of cards here. So let me just reshuffle those. Okay. More cards, but this is the one that flipped over. All of the other ones flipped down like that. So we've got here flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Okay, so it's interesting. We saw this sort of Page of Cups where you might be interacting with someone younger, or this is again a flirtatious energy as well. So letting go of something can bring you something new, but this is also in regards to like career opportunities. Okay, you could flirt with career opportunities, see what else is out there as well. And this can also be to do with friends as well, just kind of having fun, extending your light-hearted energy, having fun with your friends in that sense as well, talking to new people, interacting in new groups and circles, maybe even online. There's some amazing communities online. I found Reddit is actually quite exciting, to be honest. for so many different topics. It's really amazing. You know, name a topic, it's on there. You know, if you're struggling with, I don't know, breakups, amazing. They have like a whole Reddit feed just for that, or thread, should I say, for it, where people post their experiences. There's, you know, there's ones for like tarot. There's also ones for like narcissistic abuse or no contact and relationships and advice. It's amazing. Even cooking as well, nails, beauty. Oh my gosh, it's never ending. You know, sports as well. It's amazing. So, you know, you can always like meet people in very interesting places who share very similar like hobbies as well, or things that you would enjoy. So I think that's really lovely. Very lovely. Okay, so let's go here to the charms. Okay. We don't really get much, but that's okay. That's okay. So we've got here love. Okay, so this is really about having also self-love, taking care of yourself and sort of extending out that to others as well, but making sure you have enough to also sustain yourself. I always feel, and this is really important, is that it's really important to have a cup of love for yourself and then to fill up another cup that you can give to others. I wouldn't recommend having your cup of love and always giving to others, because then when you need your own love the most, you may find that your cup is empty. So I think that's quite important. Otherwise, you know, we've got to give in moderation. It's a little bit like, you know, you've got to put that face mask or that, oxygen mask on first before you attend to others. And that's the thing that I just feel is really important, because then when you need it most, is someone else going to help you? You know what I mean? So that's really, really very important. You've got here the running shoe. You might be doing some running or some jogging. This could also be to do with exercise, and also very much so to do with like baby steps, taking baby steps, because December is about baby steps, you know, especially if you've been dealing with something really, really difficult. It's about baby steps and getting back on track here as well. Speaking of sports, we've also got here, well, actually I was speaking more like back on track as in just, you know, your own path, but you know, I can understand like with track as well, like, you know, running. Anyways, speaking of sports, you've also got here the racket as well. So this is like being a team player, but also being a team player to yourself. I think that's really, really important. Relationships, friendships, they all need teamwork. Love enough is not enough to sustain itself, and same goes with friendships as well. You know, that friendship element has to be very, very strong. Now you've also got here another love charm as well. Okay, so you know, there can be some opportunities that really come through here. You've got love, love, and love. So love can be incoming for you here in December. Someone that's really lovely, someone that wants to talk to you, get to know you, and really spend time. You know, spending it in that way with you can be just so, so lovely. You've got here the ring as well, which signifies commitment and progression and growth and things getting better between you and other people. But this is also about committing to yourself, you know, taking care of yourself, being there for yourself, which is very important. And you've also got this rocking horse. So sometimes you may feel like, oh, I'm just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth in this situation or with someone, and it's just the same thing over and over again. Maybe it's time to break that cycle or get off the rocking horse and get on a real horse, because, you know, sometimes we think we really want something and it's not exactly the case of it being the best for us. But there's a rocking horse where you're definitely going back and forth with something, especially also here with the Two of Pentacles as well, right? There's some back and forth kind of energy going on here, which can definitely feel quite frustrating as well. So that is pretty much your reading. I feel like moving forward from this can bring something really strong, beautiful, exciting, fulfilling into your life, which can be really amazing. So this is very much so your reading. I really hope it gives you lots of clarity, information, knowledge, really helps you in your path. And take care. All the information, by the way, for, you know, giveaways, free readings, as the free reading giveaway and the private paid readings is down below, as well as my Etsy store as well, which I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Everything's down below. And take care, everyone. All right, take care, take care, take care, take care. Alright, so group number 3, this is going to be your reading with me, obviously. So we've got here the Chariot, which is the card that you have chosen, and the Christmas tree with all of the other Christmas trees. So I'm just going to put the Christmas tree right there with all of the other ones. And this is your first card. So I'm going to actually use the winter weight tarot deck, and we're going to shuffle out some more cards, see what's coming through. Let me see. Ah, there it is. King of Swords. Let's just move that along a little bit. So you've got the King of Swords, you've got the Six of Pentacles. I'm also going to do a charm reading as well and oracle cards, so stay tuned, everybody, stay tuned. Hold the horses. We've got here the Emperor. Ten of Wands with the Devil. Ooh, and the Death card. Ooh. Do you know, the top card you chose was the Chariot, and this is really about moving forward, and which, you know, is probably the most important thing I think we can take away here. There's obviously more messages as well coming through. You've also got the Seven of Wands here. Some of you are struggling, and this struggle has been present in November as well, and maybe before. So there's definitely a struggle here I pick up with the Seven of Wands, and this King of Swords is about you taking back your power. It's about feeling your confidence. It's about not slipping into those old ways of whatever it is that you've been feeling, because I feel like you sort of uplifted yourself and then you sort of went back down into this energy. And that's what I'm seeing here in December, is that you're trying really hard not to go back into the same cycle over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's almost like the universe is trying to protect you from that. So the Devil here is very much so this really strong Capricorn energy, which, you know, we have Capricorn seasons, so that makes sense. But the Devil here is about feeling manipulated. Now, some of you may be dealing with someone who is sort of manipulating you here in December, or making you do things their own way. And you may feel like, actually, you know what, if I do things their own way, maybe they'll like me more, or maybe they'll respect me more. What I see here is that they're kind of just taking away your energy, and when you expect something from them, I don't really feel like they could deliver. So be really careful as to who you're giving your energy to, how much you're giving your energy to them, because sometimes, you know, we feel like we're doing somebody a favor, or we're being so nice to them, and sometimes we can think, you may think down below that, oh, you know, they'll return the favor when I need it the most. I would be careful, you know, because when you need them emotionally the most, they might actually do a bit of a runner. So I think that it's really, really crucial here, and very important, especially with friends, to guard your energy in December and to take care of yourself, okay? Be very aware of narcissists, especially for those of you that are going into the dating world, or you've been dating a little bit. Be very aware of them, especially in December. They tend to lurk around a lot more. So be very, very careful. You know, narcissists tend to also love bomb, and it can feel like, oh my god, this could be a soulmate connection, but they love bomb and then they devalue you and discard you, and it can be really overwhelming, because that's just how they're programmed to do things. You know, they lack empathy. So I'm just saying, be really aware of narcissists. I mean, some of you may be dealing with narcissists in maybe, you know, education or the work environment. There's a habit for them, should I say, to appear out of nowhere. So please, 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 please be careful. But basically, right, the Chariot here shows you're on your way out of these holes that you felt like you were trapped in, okay? You're on your way out. And the Chariot also shows some kind of trip or travel. I know that you've got the pandemic, but you may also just decide, oh, I want to go see the lights and sort of like drive around and things like that, you know? So a trip and travel doesn't have to be long distance, neither does it have to be in crowds, you know, things like that. So I just want to mention that as well, because you know, sometimes I also like to just drive around and see all the lights in my town, and I just call that a trip, you know. So it could be, you know, something like that as well, or you just want to go drive and take a bit of a retreat, or you want to, you know, go traveling somewhere. I don't know, you know, there's something about this coming through, so I just thought I'd mention it. But the King of Swords here is about protecting your energy and really taking care of yourself and saying no, having boundaries when you need them, because the Six of Pentacles here is about people having the expectations of you giving to them. Could be people having expectations that you give them money, having expectations that you give them gifts, having expectations that you give them your energy, your time, your effort. But will they be able to return this? I feel like when you need it most, they may not be able to, so please take care of your energy. I feel like I'm warning you in advance, but I'm also warning you because I don't want you to feel hurt, upset, and frustrated. We've also got here the Emperor as well. Okay, the Emperor here is very interesting. It's technically Santa Claus, right? We've got two Santa Claus here. You might be seeing Santa Claus a lot in December, just on like commercials and things like that. But this energy is obviously really quite significant because it connects to your spirit guides, also trying to bring you gifts, trying to bring you to the right path in a very spiritual way. You know, there's a lot of gifts that can get can unfold during this time. So what I would say is keep your eyes open for opportunities. Keep your eyes open for those sort of spiritual energies of signs and synchronicities, repeating numbers that are like little gifts trying to tell you what's coming next. So if you see a repeating number like 1111, Google it, write down what it means, and then maybe write down how often you see it, because it's essentially also giving you like spiritual gifts as well. So that's the Emperor. Emperor is also about someone here trying to take action towards you as well, but is a little bit more emotionally detached. So keep that in mind as well. It could be a family member, but someone here is very emotionally detached. Could also be like a relationship person or a friend. Again, take care of yourself, protect your energy, because the Ten of Wands here shows that you may feel a little bit burdened trying to do so much for others and then finding that they don't return things to you. And I'm not just talking about gifts, okay? I'm really not talking about gifts. I'm talking about that shoulder to lean on, that shoulder to cry on, that shoulder that can be one that you can lean in and get really healthy support from. That's really important. So the Devil here shows that, there may be people around you that are sort of manipulating you, wanting to get things out of you, and then they disappear the second you actually need them. And that literally is the Devil. Now, the Death card also is this really like strong emotional energy as well. So, sometimes if you distance yourself away from these kinds of people first, when you first see that inkling and when your gut first tells you, you can avoid so much hurt, heartbreak, pain, sadness, frustration. It just helps. So that's why I'm saying, if you come across people that seem like narcissists and they seem too good to be true, your gut is telling you that there's something here that is too good to be true. That's literally what it is. And the Seven of Wands here is about struggles, frustrations, and you will get through this, is what I'm seeing as well. But there's like little gifts here that you can also, again, pick up as well along the way. And you've also got here the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is very much so a really strong energy about holding and retaining power, you focusing on your goals, your hobbies, your dreams, things that make you feel really good, taking action towards maybe creative things like painting, drawing, learning a new recipe, or cooking a new recipe, should I say. And doing things for yourself that make you feel good, not just doing things for other people, but actually for yourself. And I think that's really vital and very crucial as well. And you've got here meditation for clarity. So meditating can really help you to gain more clarity on certain people around you that maybe you've been a little bit iffy about. And also meditation can help you to bring back your own personal power by focusing on your body and your breath and yourself as well. So I think that's very important too. Let's see. Got here codependency, okay? Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So for those of you that perhaps are codependent and you always feel like, maybe you want someone there, make sure you're taking care of that codependency, there we go, healing it as well. Otherwise you may keep attracting the same kinds of people over and over again. So it's really important to heal those patterns as well. And it's also important to heal codependency in general, because, sometimes you can get really attached to certain people who are not really great for you, but you have that attachment because you feel like nobody else could love you potentially. So it's really something to keep in mind, is trying to heal those attachments as well. I think that's very, very significant. And also that those kinds of addictions can really affect your romantic life. It can put a lot of pressure on yourself or other people, and it can also push certain things away as well. And also codependency is something that can make you feel not good about yourself as well. So I definitely recommend healing that. Also shadow work can help, but also meditation as well. And also be aware of other codependents as well, people that are really dependent on you but are not able to give you always what you require. So that's really important. Keep your eyes peeled for people around you in December. You don't want your energy to be taken away from you, that's really important. You've got a lot of charms here. So you've got the letter S, And also you've got an N as well, so this could be initials, SN. You've got here a feather as well, so the feather really represents protection. Like I said, look at the signs and the synchronicities, and even if you see a feather, this can indicate protection. Also seeing birds as well can represent that. You may also see certain animals as well. Like you've got an elephant here, right? Elephants are very, very much so to do with protection as well. Lord Ganesha, for example, right, is also an elephant. Well, has an elephant head, and is also very much so to do with removing obstacles from your life, giving protection to you as well. So pray to Lord Ganesha if you want to. I mean, some of you may not be very religious, but even in a spiritual sense, it can really help. You may be seeing elephants. Remember, they also signify protection, and an elephant never forgets. So that's very interesting as well. But a lot of energies here of protection. You've also got here a horse as well, and in tarot we have the horses, right? So this is also to do with the right people coming in, but also protecting yourself emotionally as well. The only horse we actually have here on your cards is the death card one. And so this represents taking care of yourself first, right? And then you've also got here the leaf as well. So this is about shedding old patterns, perhaps letting go of certain people that are maybe not right for you, and knowing that change is okay. Change is okay. It can feel really difficult, very challenging. Change is okay. You've also got here the Taurus symbol as well. So that could mean something to you. Remember, the Taurus energy is also very, very stubborn. Even though it's like, slow and long-term kind of commitment focused, it's also very stubborn as well. We also have the signs of like Cancer, Capricorn, Scorpio, and the Emperor coming through specifically with the major arcanas. You've got here the racket as well. So this is about, being a team player. Remember, relationships are about being a team, not just I'm the one always hitting the ball and then the other person does not hit it back. So this is about really taking care of yourself in that sense, because some of you may feel like you were on your way to great things, or something great was happening, but you felt actually that you were on a rocking horse just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's just like rocking. But actually what you really want to do is get on a horse. So you may feel like you've been held back, but in December you feel like no, I'm moving forward. Like I was on one of those like fake cars that just is like a ride. It just goes back around. No, you want an actual destination here, and that's what I'm seeing. So you see here a ring as well. Some of you may get commitment in December, but I also see this as committing to yourself and looking after yourself, taking care of yourself. We've also got here I think this is tiger eye, I'm not 100% sure, but it's about strength, this heart as well, being really, really strong, being really tough, and unbreakable with that King of Swords as well. You've also got here brave as well. So a lot of you are just trying to be very, very brave in December, trying to get through December, enjoying your time in December, and getting yourself to a much, much better place also in December as well. So a lot of you are being brave. You're trying to be the best version of yourself, and you're trying to lift yourself up as much as possible. You've also got here the star as well, which says love you, love you, love you. So this is also about yourself, okay? This is about self-love. Someone may profess their love to you, but what I will say is that this is more also about you taking that on board for yourself and trying to do things for you. Some of you may be trying to, or have tried to in the past, try to fix certain relationships and felt like, what, I'm the only one doing everything. I'm the one that just keeps going back and forth, back and forth. The other person doesn't even care. So this is now about embracing that change as well, and allowing your spirit guides and your angels to protect you, to bring something in newer, whenever it comes, but to you. And you've also got here the little star as well. This is the asterisk. Oh my gosh, I can't even say the word. But that's really interesting. You might be seeing this somewhere, but it also represents a little star, which is also about sort of wishing and abundance as well. And you've got here a tree as well, and you also have the leaf as well. So this is about, the leaves coming off the trees and being quite bare, but actually it signifies change, right? And so that's essentially what I see here, is that there's a lot of change that is happening, but it's good change, it's positive change. So group number 3, this is your reading. Now if this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items, which are on Etsy. And definitely take care. Alright, so I'm going to go and now do the group number 4 reading. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so group number 4, this is your reading with me for December 2020 and what's coming in the month. So we've got here the little gift, which I think is really lovely. So I'm just going to put the gift right there, and also the top card that you chose was the Wheel of Fortune, which is nice and Christmassy themed. So you've got a little gingerbread house, you've got the candy cane, you've got some mince pies, and also the sweets as well. So you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what other cards are coming through. Also going to do a charm reading and get some oracle cards out on the table as well. Whoa, okay. So here's what we have. We have the Three of Pentacles, okay? We also have the Three of Swords as well. Don't be scared of this Three of Swords. I just want to say that. Okay. There's something here that's a huge, huge blessing, and that I feel in the future you'll be like, okay, that happened and it wasn't great, but it was meant to have happened. It was just meant to happen. So it's really important for me to mention that, actually, because you've also got here the Nine of Pentacles. You've also got the Five of Pentacles. You've got the Justice card, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. So notice how we've got sort of like doubles coming through here, where you've got a 3 and a 3. You've got these kind of energies of sort of, you know, in your own energy, and, you know, the Nine of Pentacles can also be seen as like a singular energy as well. I'm not saying that you're going to go through a breakup or anything, I'm just seeing like a lot of self-confidence here. And also we've got the two Queens as well. Whether you're male or female, remember I read energies in tarot, not genders. Three of Wands, so you've got another 3 here as well, and your last card is just flipped over, Knight of Wands. Okay, so before I get the oracle cards out, let's talk about these tarot cards. Okay, Three of Pentacles, a lot happening in terms of work or career. You're very busy, people are looking at you. It can be, you know, bosses. Now, if you work for yourself in your business, again, you may be very, very busy with that, trying to maximize and capitalize as much as you can in regards to that. Now, obviously, there is a pandemic and everything going on as well, so everybody's situation is a little bit different, but what I will say is that there's a lot of focus on career here, and also like education if you're in, you know, education, but this is about also having a lot of eyes on you, and perhaps you know, companies or people looking at you to see how well you've been working, because they might be thinking of, like, you know, a bonus or things like that. Even with the pandemic, you know, they might be thinking of giving bonuses and things like that for hard work and, you know, a difficult year essentially. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Work hard. Work hard in December. You know, keep doing what you're doing essentially, because you may get a bonus or you may get a nice gift in that sense. But what I will also say as well is that there's a lot of people kind of like looking at you to see how you're doing what you're doing. So this can also be like friends and family members as well, like seeing how much effort you put in to certain things, and you know, again, people in your career as well, looking at what you're doing. Wheel of Fortune here is about enjoying December, because the Wheel of Fortune kind of shows, you know, it's a little bit like a hamster wheel, where you feel like, okay, I'm just going round and round and round, but actually you're putting in a lot of effort and a lot of energy, and this energy will translate into beautiful, beautiful gifts for you. There's a blessing here that I definitely see. Now, this Three of Swords shows that some of you may have gone through some form of heartbreak or sadness or frustration, or just felt really down in the dumps. And this may carry forward into December as well, but the Three of Swords here shows healing, and it really shows you feeling at times a little bit icy towards certain people and life in general, where you might be thinking like, I can't believe stuff like this happens to me, I'm such a good person and I don't know why I have to deal with this pain. But it actually shows that this pain is going to uplift you into better, more beautiful things, because threes in tarot represent karma. You've got 3 threes, okay? That's to the extent that we have this repetition. And you've also got the Justice card, which is also about karma. Yes, my friends, yes. All about karma as well. Can you believe that? So just know that if someone's treated you really badly, they will get their karma in December. That's what I'm literally seeing as well. And your good karma will also come to you in December, okay? So that's what I'm trying to say, is that your good karma will come to you. Look, if you feel left out, lonely, abandoned, could be a blessing that you're around people that now actually do care about you, or that you're away from all of these toxic people, all right? Try to take it as a blessing that you are not isolated or completely alone, but that you're being kept safe from people that could hurt you tenfold more. So it's a little bit like, if you have a diamond, of which, let me say that you're a diamond, for example, you wouldn't just leave a diamond lying around anywhere, right? Would you? Because people will steal it, and that's not good. So you're essentially being protected away from those kinds of people. You can't just be left out with all the other objects and all the other items because you're so special that you belong, to being well kept, essentially. And so you may be in a safe, and until it's time to come out, you might be in that safe and feel quite isolated, but actually that's because you're being kept safe. So I just want to say that as well. Nine of Pentacles is about independence, confidence, strength. It's really building up here. Again, you may get some kind of promotion, extra bonus, money, gift, because I see here abundance as well, just as about your good karma coming to you. So think of, I don't really want to rack your brain, and I don't want you to rack your brain and think about things that have happened in the past that were not great, because that's upsetting and we don't want to suffer. But I will say, think about all the good things that you have done, and also think about what more goodness can come. Law of attraction, manifestation will help so long as you keep your energy positive. But even if you think about ways in which people haven't treated you very well, just know that the way they have treated you, they will get karma. And I know a lot of the times people are like, oh yeah, but some people don't even get proper karma until their next lifetime. A lot of people actually end up getting karma in this lifetime, same lifetime. Believe it or not, it can just happen much, much later on in life, and at a time where maybe they don't expect it at all. I will give, an example where I've seen it happening as well. When someone is much younger, they do a lot of bad. They do a lot of not so good stuff, or even as they, are sort of in their mid part of life, and then as soon as they settle down and they feel like everything's going so wonderfully in their life and nothing can hurt them, boom, karma comes and interrupts all of that goodness that they feel they attained by hurting people earlier on in their life. And that's what I want to say to you. So for those of you that are like, oh my gosh, I'm always doing so much goodness and it's not coming to me, sometimes our karma needs to be burned earlier on, okay? And it may seem like, what karma have I accumulated if I'm a good person? Sometimes we have karma from our past lifetime that needs to be burnt as well. That will be burnt, and then you can have a much smoother rest of your life, regardless of your age, okay? Even if you're much, much older as well. But remember how people treat you. They can't get away with it. They won't get away with it. And I really do promise you that as well. Queen of Pentacles, right? This is really about your self-confidence. I see here money as well, but I also see gratitude with those little turkeys as well. It reminds me of Thanksgiving. But yeah, this Queen of Pentacles here is about having gratitude, and more of that abundance will come to you. Queen of Cups here is about controlling your emotions, looking after yourself and your own personal emotions, taking care of you. And I see here December will be so much more emotionally and mentally fulfilling, because you'll take care of yourself and you'll be like, what goes around comes around. People cannot escape this, they won't escape it, but I am going to live my best life, and I am not going to let myself suffer at the hands of other people, because that's just not what I'm going to do. I'm going to heal, and I'm going to do my best. I'm going to live my best life, and that's all that matters. And then I see here the Three of Wands as this energy of just being able to, have patience towards yourself, enjoying life, and the Knight of Wands here shows some form of creativity as well. So really looking after yourself in terms of creativity as well, and maybe being quite creative, making certain things, doing certain things. That's what I see here. You've got here progress and wishes. So yeah, it's like the Wheel of Fortune, right? There's a lot of progress here. There's a lot of wishes. You've got that wishing well as well. And also, right, Knight of Wands shows lots of forward movement in terms of the direction. Wow, that just came out so fast. You've got the honeymoon card. Okay, this is also very much so about enjoying this holiday time, should I say, right? So it says here, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So this is also about you enjoying it with maybe friends, or with your spirit guides, or with people that love you, okay? People that care about you, people that are there for you, that are cheering you on, rooting you on, wanting the best for your emotional and mental health, and just always being the right kind of person, support system wise. So this honeymoon card is so vital, so crucial, so important. It's really about enjoying your own personal energy, taking care of yourself, looking after yourself, and being the absolute best version of yourself as well. This honeymoon card is so vital, because it's showing here that the holiday time is about enjoying the bliss and the peace of things, and taking care of yourself, doing things for yourself, and being with people that support you, uplift you, and are really there for you. Maybe seeing a lot of birds as well, because you've got birds there, you've got birds there. You've also got here angel wings right here as well. So you might be seeing a lot of those signs, and it represents your spirit guides being there for you and wanting the best for you as well. So keep an eye out for that. Didn't get many charms in here, but that's totally fine. So you've got this rocking horse, right, where you might feel like you're going sort of round and round and round, a little bit like this Wheel of Fortune with the, I believe it's a hamster, could be wrong, but you know, it's like a hamster wheel. But this rocking horse is like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but actually finally coming to a conclusion and settling and just feeling like, you know what, I've got myself. I'm going to be creative. I'm going to nap. And I'm going to be inquisitive about my life and what's coming in store. You know, it's like being like a cat, you know, just enjoying time, being, you know, well rested, eating well, sleeping well, things like that, you know what I mean? You've also got here the Taurus energy as well. So this is about sort of stabilizing your life as well, and being quite fixated on what it is that you want, being stubborn for once in your life and taking care of you. You've also got here the Nine of, you know, I was going to say the Nine of Pentacles, and it's actually a ring. I was looking at this card and I just thought to myself, you know, this is about like committing to yourself and really strengthening your personal sense of self. You've also got here as well, is this a bird? Yes! Oh my gosh, look. It's a bird. We spoke about the birds as well and the significance that it will have, which is quite strong. You've also got a school bus as well. That could also signify children, but it also signifies, you know, learning, growing, and sort of graduating as well from certain experiences and not needing to keep going round and round in them. You've also got the scorpion as well, so kind of got like a Scorpio energy, but this is also about transformation and change and sort of moving out of old ways into new ways and not letting like old ways define you, or people from the past define you. So that's what we've got there. So I really hope this helped you and gave you lots of clarity. This is your reading, group number 4. Hope it helps. So if this reading resonated, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items, which are on Etsy. And take care, everybody.